Destiny? Is that what
Yeah, I was about to say, like, said the N-word on a podcast.
And then 2024.
Said the N-word on a like, bro, oh my.
Debates are just purely for entertainment. I think it can have an educational component to it for sure, but overall it's not about like whose facts are solid. It's more so about who says them in a more solid way, and also it's the theatrics. It's a good way to maybe bring some people over to your side in the margins, but overall it's not activism. It's not, doing something meaningful. It's not even like...
It's not activism or doing something meaningful, like convincing people that you're correct about a thing. By the way, that's all of politics, you retard, right? Like if you look at the founding of the country, if you look at like any big, like people arguing in Congress over amendments that you're trying to pass, like the founding fathers, like literally writing pamphlets and shit to try to debate people into like, hey, here's why you should support the federalization of our country. Here's why you should support, like writing pamphlets and shit. The Federalist Papers, writing pamphlets, is literally debating people on politics. Here's my political opinion. Here's why I think it's right. Please support it so we can have a country. No, debate isn't real politics. What real politics actually is me driving home from Starbucks in my $300,000 car so that I can get in my $3 million house so that I can come into my $5,000 or $50,000 or $150,000 a month job to tell you about why socialism is the best thing ever. Like, that's real politics. Firstly, the Dali ban, okay? The clip complex, I will say that it's funny. I finally found a way to get Hasan to engage with my full content on stream, and it's to have like clip compilations. He actually does it. He'll sit and watch the whole thing, which is hilarious to me. That's what it took to actually get him to sit down and watch stuff. I think at this point, I'm kind of like burning permanently my relationship with Twitch, although I think I'm probably okay with that. Somebody said page 17 of this. Precautions for moving the monitor. You gave me the wrong page, or I read that wrong. I understand that I'm a very hateable person, but I feel like there should be mainstream media coverage, like blowing up Twitch. The idea that people can like openly make death threats on that platform and are being supported by the largest political streamers or the largest political streamer on that platform, that's really wild to me. Like if I actually got murdered, do you think that, I feel like it would cause some damage to Twitch's, like the actual brand that Amazon owns. I feel like that would become really toxic. Like some guy gets killed and then you find out that your lead political streamer is supporting other people calling for death threats. That's wild. I understand that I'm white, and I guess like not progressive enough so they don't care that much, but I'm honestly black-pilled enough to think people wouldn't care or connect the dots if that happened. Oh, maybe. I think that as much as I hate this, it really is really annoying. I don't like responding to personal attacks that much because it's kind of boring and it's kind of like meh. So like when I cover Hasan and I'm like obsessed, it's usually because Hasan is saying something that in my mind is like, this is wild. Like, why is he talking about this, like this particular political thing, like the Houthi interview or misinformation about Israel-Palestine or some debate that he did. But then whenever they're covering me, it's just like this unhinged, like personal attack shit. And it's like, what am I going to respond with? Like we can go over like the Mike compilation again, or we can go over like Hasan's, calls me a cuck and like dated a porn star. Like it seems kind of weird. Or making fun of me for my, failed relationships when he doesn't have any. Like, it's just kind of weird. We can watch this real quick, I guess. I'll do the Willie Mac video tomorrow. God, I don't want to waste so much fucking time on this.
Socialist with...
God, he's such a weirdo creepo. And he gets to go on a show with just like people that are just like his total fucking simp fuck fans because they're all like these Zoomer socialist white people archetypes.
A nice car, fuck that guy.
So turning these...
Oh, and he's got his like fucking... it's California voice because he's doing a podcast. Oh, yes, I know that.
Oh, I hate that guy. That guy's like a socialist with a nice car, fuck that guy.
So turning these like dramatic moments and like beefs with other creators into teaching moments for your audience.
I try to, yeah. Like the last round of this was like so laughable to have this conversation and like with adults, but...
Are we bringing up Destiny? Is that what
Yeah, I was about to say like...
Yeah, I wasn't good at name names.
Yeah, no, there's a content creator who like loves debating, doesn't really care about any of the things that he debates about, but like he will assume like ridiculous stances, ridiculous positions. He's relatively skilled in rhetoric, not necessarily very knowledgeable on the issues, but rhetoric.
Not knowledgeable? Not anyway. So here's my 52 TikTok video thread for shit that I learned today about like, oh my God.
very long way in debates. But beyond that, this dude is very edgy. Loves saying gamer words, the N-word specifically.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, when you think of Destiny, Destiny, he's the guy that loves saying the N-word. That's like definitely the totality of what I do. God, he's such a disgusting snake worm. Fuck.
Recently, I feel like that happened recently.
It happened like 2 weeks ago, where he said the N-word on a podcast.
And 2024.
Said the N-word on a like, bro. Oh my! It's like the pearl clutching I would expect from like a 17-year-old. Holy shit.
And we have people getting really upset about the word cracker.
Yes, which is really funny because like that is definitely a very like reactionary aspect of the gaming space in general, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, the power dynamics there are questionable at best.
The power dynamics. The Western colonialism, imperialism, power dynamics.
Aspect of the gaming space in general, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, the power dynamics there are questionable at best.
Yeah, and it's been going on. It's been going on for like the past like 5-6 days now, where everyone is like, yeah, you can't anti-white slur.
I wonder why. And does he ever bring up Frogan in this? Does he ever bring up where this actually started from? Probably not a single time. Wired also, and the people on this podcast that didn't do any homework before letting him come on and spew this shit as well. I understand if you're like vapid dipshit fans, but like you should do at least like the bare minimum of work before you collect your, whatever bullshit ass paycheck you get for that. You probably don't even need. Mom and dad are rich anyway. Fuck these
Slurs
people.
Are unacceptable. What do you mean? Like, you don't care about anti-white racism? And I use that as an opportunity to try to explain to people like the etymology of the word.
The etymology, yeah. We talk about anti-white racism. Let me tell you why it's okay to be racist against white people, because of the etymology. This is like the weaponization of wokeness at its like peak. This is peak weaponizing these fucking topics or these concepts.
Yeah.
And like the power dynamics and the history of chattel slavery. So it's not just like drama per se. It's not just me being like, that guy says the N-word. You're listening to a guy who says the N-word, and I don't hear you criticizing him saying the N-word. You left that shit off, but then you spend a ridiculous amount of time talking about how dangerous it is to make anti-white racism permissible. I mean, all three of us are white in this room. It's laughable, right? It's a laughable thing to be like, someone called me a cracker. Oh no.
I've been called so many worse things.
Exactly.
Destiny poison Hasan's well when you come to podcast 2? No, I don't, and you're permabanned for even implying that. I have gone so above and beyond when I go on shows. I have gone so far in these shows, I'm like, I don't agree with this, whatever, but they're really good at networking, or Hasan does a lot of work, he streams a lot. Until now, I don't anymore now. I don't, and I haven't as of a week ago, and I won't, just because of dipshit fucking morons like you. I will not ever, ever, ever give these people credit anymore, you fucking loser. I always give people credit, even when I hate them, even when I don't agree with them, and I've always given Hasan credit for it. Networking really well and doing a lot of fucking work, because he puts in the hours, and he does. You, I won't do it anymore. No point in even fucking doing it, because dipshit will be like, oh, you poison the well too. Poison the well. No, if anything, I'll state disagreements we have. And I'll say I think he's crazy because he said X, Y, and Z, but it's not because of him fucking calling the cops on his fucking ex-porn star girlfriend. It's not because of his being a failure of a fucking personal life. It's not because of him going to fucking brothels and shit. Usually it's because of some unhinged political shit that he said. 99% of my attacks against these people when I'm on other shows are like of high substance, right? There's a reason why they don't talk to me, and it's just like divorce selling and cuck jokes, okay? So fuck you, okay? Tide Pods, buy them.
Right, and it's like it's so obvious what's going on, but I do think that a lot of people get duped. Like good-natured people that have some biases get duped into like reactionary framing on that issue. It's like bullying. It's wrong. It's bad, sure, but it's like when you make that comparison, when you
bullying. So saying a slur to nobody or at whatever, that's bullying. But calling somebody a racial slur if they're white, that's not bullying.
When you flatten it out and say like this is all bigotry and it's all unacceptable, and the people saying that are literally also saying the N-word simultaneously.
Simultaneously or in response to saying like, well, why is it okay to do this but not this? It's not like everybody was saying the N-word and then somebody said the C word and be like, oh my God, no, that's not okay. It's more like, damn, that's crazy. White people or other people can call white people slurs. Well, what about this word? Oh, now you're saying the N-word? You don't think we should say the word? Like, I think people are probably just like, oh, probably just shouldn't say racial slurs, or at least not at people, right?
I'm like, well, you don't think that kind of bigotry is unacceptable at all? Kind of seems like
really. Who's defending that? God, I hate that. I hate the Wired people more than Hasan on this. The fact that they're just sitting here like eating this up. God, they're so lazy and stupid.
You're making this a talking point because you want to expose hypocrisy where no such hypocrisy exists. So that's, I try to use that as a teachable moment for other people who listen.
Teachable moment.
Who are the other streamers that you do like that are focusing on politics coverage right now
and doing it well?
There's a lot of great people. You have Sean the Black, Frogan.
Why does he never get any pushback on these podcasts? Because these people are all bought into the same Zoomer socialist bullshit aesthetic, right? Like these are the same. Like the peak moment for Hasan's life was him, sitting as coming from a billionaire family with some poor Venezuelan kid on my Discord crying, and Hasan's trying to tell him why actually Venezuela is going great, and this poor kid saying like my family lost our entire life savings and we eat rats on the street, and Hasan's like, you just don't understand. Like Like, it's just like this weird, it's unironically, it's like the white savior trope, but it goes in the other way for progressives.
Caroline Kwan, Central Committee, there's advocacy exists. So that's, I try to use that as a teachable moment for other people who listen.
Who are the other streamers that you do like that are focusing on politics coverage right now?
And doing it well.
There's a lot of great people. You have Sean the Black,
Sean the Black, who just made the death threat against me.
Frogan,
who started the whole cracker discourse by using racial slurs against white people. Also celebrated October 7th.
Caroline Kwan,
who said that Palestinians and Christians and Jews all live together happily in Palestine in the year zero. Who said I shouldn't exist.
Central Committee.
Mike from PA, the guy who said that he just named like 4 insane people in a row. These are all insane people. Mike, the guy who said that if I show up at an event, he's got enough lawyers to light up, show up. What's the term I'm looking for? On site me, like.
There are a lot of like Twitch streamers specifically that also do political coverage. Carter's another one.
I don't know who that is. Probably insane.
LMAO. So there are definitely content creators that are doing this sort of thing. But beyond that, I would say, in the YouTube space, there's a lot of essayists that are great. They write a lot of YouTube essays. They do a lot of YouTube commentary. They're great. There's a lot of great people overall. None of them engage in debates.
And this was 1 day ago. So he knew about all of this. It's so wild that he's worse than any Nazi because he gets mainstream support doing it. Like, at least the Nazi people, Fuentes and all these guys, have to think so hard about how to hide their shit with irony. And these guys don't even have to think about it. They just openly say like, oh, I support this dude who calls for death threats, but it's okay because that guy's white or Cuban, depending on how I want to insult him.
Great. I hate people.
Only for you.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I
actually
do
spoke
debates
to you in 2021 about the Sam Cedar, Stephen Crowder debate.
Oh.
And like how stupid it was.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like debates are just purely for entertainment. I think it can have an educational component to it for sure. But overall, it's not about like whose facts are solid. It's more so about who says them in a more solid way. And also it's the theatrics. It's a good way to maybe bring some people over to your side in the margins. But overall, it's not activism. It's not, doing something meaningful. It's not even like.
It's not activism or doing something meaningful, like convincing people that you're correct about a thing. By the way, that's all of politics, you fucking retard, right? Like, if you look at the founding of the country, if you look at like any big like people arguing in Congress over amendments that you're trying to pass, like the founding fathers like literally writing fucking pamphlets and shit to try to debate people into like, hey, here's why you should support the federalization of our fucking country. Here's why you should support, like, writing pamphlets and shit. The Federalist Papers writing pamphlets is literally debating people on fucking politics. Here's my political opinion. Here's why I think it's right. Please support it so we can have a fucking country. Now, debate isn't real politics. What real politics actually is me driving home from Starbucks in my $300,000 car so that I can get in my $3 million house so that I can come into my $5,000 or $50,000 or $150,000 a month job to tell you about why socialism is the best thing ever. Like, that's real politics.
Like genuinely learning about an issue. It's more so learning the talking points.
Which honestly makes Twitch so interesting.
Yeah, people don't learn about an issue. They just learn the talking points. Anyway, so this is why the Western colonialist power, Israel, is an apartheid genocidal regime that is bent on the eradication of the Palestinian people.
It's not, doing something meaningful. It's not even like genuinely learning about an issue. It's more so learning the talking points.
Which honestly makes Twitch so interesting as a platform for all of this, because this was not what it was made to do.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like this is a good point to end our chat on. Thank you so much for talking about all of this with us. And let's take a quick moment and then come back for...
I love how he always pretends he is some kind of Zen-like balanced teacher on these shows when he just screams ad hom hatred of people who don't align 100% with him. Teachable moment. Yeah, teachable moment. Like, I'll be unhinged. I'll be unhinged on shows. I think it's probably a little bit more unhinged on my stream than if you see me. But like, I'll argue with people like Jordan Peterson and stuff. But I usually go on more disagreeing shows than agreeing ones. Hasan can't handle any pushback whatsoever. But yeah, Hasan goes into these shows and he's like, yeah, so I look for teachable moments. I look for teachable moments through through all the fighting and the agony of the online discourse. And I try to help people go to a better... And then on his stream, it's like, this is why Divorcelli is a fucking cock! Don't always agree with you, but always respect your analytical reasoning, so maybe you can explain. As one of 0.5% of Israeli Jews voted for the Arab parties, and my PhD was on increasing support for a PA state, I can't understand what the protest expect us to do. I don't know. That was 1 out of 2 donos. The protesters have no solution for anything. They have no idea, but... and then that to end it, yeah. Okay, I'll see you in 40 minutes on the anything else downstairs. I love you guys. Be careful. Fuck me. Tomorrow we'll go over the what video? The Willie Mac video. Is there any merit to the Optics Bro points about toning down the unhingement on shows? Bro, shut the fuck up. Are you serious? I am so fucking calm on shows and these people still walk away ass mad. The fuck out of here, you fucking moron. Toning down the unhingement? I was so gentle to Candace and Jordan and they both went and cried afterwards. No, I'm not toning it down any more than that. I have no desire to talk to people if it just has to be like a mutual suck fest where both of us get on our knees and fucking suck each other off for 2 hours on the fucking camera. I'd rather kill myself. Where's that one guy that I told to buy fucking Tide Pod? Send me half the fucking container. Jesus. Did Peterson really think Destiny was too critical in that comment? Yeah, he's on some podcast crying about how Destiny just wants to be right and he was too mean and argumentative and... Fuck. Okay. Why Pac-Man isn't as popular as his son or you? He seems to be very informed and has very polished content. Pac-Man, I think might be more popular than me and Hasan. Pac-Man exists. There's a separate world of like online politics that's very divorced from like the Twitch, YouTube, like debater sphere or like political personality sphere. Like Josiah is thriving in that environment right now, right? Like Pondering Politics, you might not know who he is. He comes on stream sometimes and you maybe see him on Twitter and he like doesn't have that much engagement. You're like, oh, it's just like a little Destiny orbiter. But his channel is doing phenomenally right now. Like the engagement on like long form content is insane, right? 10 to 15 million views. This is like 100K a month in ad revenue. Like he's killing it right now. But the circle that he exists in right now is very, very, very different. And even when I look at Dave Rubin, I saw that. Dave Rubin is doing really well as well. But yeah, David Pacman. No, it's the Pacman Show. When he live streams certain events, he's doing 100K a month, maybe close to that, yeah. For 10 million views a month, maybe, yeah. When Deepak is streaming really big events, he's getting like 50K plus concurrent viewers, isn't he? Like, the views are really, really good. Have you scheduled a lunch with Ben Shapiro yet, or are you just going to let the contact die like an absolute... I don't think he wants to have lunch with me. Actually, you know what? You know what? Just because you said it. I have to find out. I think I need to get the number off my other phone because I was using this. Because this is my iPhone. I don't have any. I'll text him tonight. I'll say I'm going to be up in this area to ask him once to get lunch. Okay. What are your next research topics? I want to do World War I. But we keep getting sucked back into Israel-Palestine. Oh, here's one thing I'm going to do. We are going to spend a day on this. Okay. I am going to be a diva. I keep looking at my car thinking that like I need to register this car because it hasn't been registered for 7 years. And then this voice in the back of my head keeps popping up and it's like, well, you don't actually have to register your car if you just sell it. Okay. I do want a new car. We are going to figure this out in the next 3 days. Okay. I need to figure out what I want. This was my, okay, we don't need this. This should always be pinned. Every 6 months we do this? No, I know, but this time I'm really going to get a new car. Okay? I am going to get a new one, okay? Okay. Just put this in the back of your mind, okay? So I need to figure out like what my requirements are and like what, because I always get like paralyzed when I try to figure out what I want, okay? So this is where I'm at right now, okay? And you can say some things that you think should be requirements, and then I'll write this down and we'll plot this over the next 3 days, okay? All right. I want a car that's faster than my RS, which shouldn't be that hard, okay? Any like supercar or anything like that is going to be, hold on. We'll do 1/4 mile and, I'll write this down, but. .5 seconds. Hold on. This is for the Type R. First place. Fuck you. Focus RS 2017 1/4 mile. hold on. We recorded 060 4.7 seconds. Whatever, I don't care. Quarter mile of 13.5. Okay. 104.2 miles per hour. Okay. Okay, so here's what. Okay, I think I want it to be faster than my RS because I don't want to get something slower. Okay. I want it to be faster than my RS. I want it to handle really well. Bro, I have gotten so spoiled with the all-wheel drive on my car. Okay, so whatever I get, I need this to be fucking glued to the fucking road. All right. I love. I don't want some fucking rear wheel spin out machine. Okay. Although to be fair, I think everything handles better today than it used to. Like I think even Corvettes handle pretty well now. But regardless, I want it to handle better or equally. I want it handles better or as well as my RS. I think I need 4 seats. Because I drive so many people around. I think I need 4 seats. This is like the worst. This cucks me so hard. Do I need 4 seats? One thing that I thought about for the 4-seat thing is I could just get a second car. So like for instance, like I've always wanted a Miata because I think Miatas are cute and might be fun to drive. So I could get like a Miata could be like my second car, and then I could get something, but that also just feels very gratuitous. Like, why not keep the RS and get a new car? That is true. I want to be honest. It's because that I think I hit something and my front bumper connector is coming off again, and I'm getting tired of. I fixed this like 2 times. It's actually triggering the fuck out of me, and I need to get it registered. I just want to trade this thing in. I'm tired of the low suspension on this thing, or the low clearance at least. Is that going to be normal for every car? Bro, I drive like such a cuck coming out of like parking lots now, and I noticed the front is still, it came disconnected, so I must have scraped it on something beneath. God, it's so fucking annoying. Holy shit. You won't like how the Miata drives standard. The only thing that I'm scared about for the Miata is I feel like the reason to buy a Miata in the past is just that the Miata is like such a great handling car. However, I feel like my Focus RS is just a Miata, but better in every single possible way. Because like, is the Miata really handling better than my RS? Or is it just the illusion of handling better because it's so much slower? I'm not actually sure about that. I also really like the Focus because it's a really unique car. I think, that's another thing as well. I think I want a unique car. Like, I don't know if I just want to get like a GTR or something, or like an Audi R8, even if they're nice, but I'm not sure. Like having something unique is cute. I like that. Get in Discord. Hold on. Have you test driven a yet? A long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Rather just get the newest model, the RS. They only made it for 2 years. I think they only made several thousand versions of that car. Does it need a manual transmission? I put manual transmission down here as would be nice, something with all-wheel drive and unique, but I think I really, really, really want a manual transmission. I hate bumpers and I hate switches, but if there's like another car that is like screaming at me, then maybe I would get it.
What about like the fake manuals, like the F1 transmissions?
I don't know what that means. Are you talking about the paddles?
Yeah, like paddle
I
shifting.
hate them. I just fucking don't like it.
So you want something unique?
It doesn't have to be. That's just on the would be nice.
And what's the budget?
I said less than 400K. Realistically, probably less than 300K. Ideally, less than 250. I don't know if I want to spend 300,000 on a car, but
Hold on. I'm doing some thinking right now. Okay, give me the fuck. You have to reorder. You know what you can do? Reorder that in priorities. Number 1, like the top of the list has to be this. Bottom of the list is you might compromise on that.
Sure. Well, I've got two different categories. So for requirements, it has to be faster than my RS. Obviously, I want a faster car. It needs to handle better ore as well. So like the performance is like non-negotiable. And then I drive so many people around. I feel like I need 4 seats, or I could just have a second car. I could just keep my RS.
I think that's a big one that will really.
Nope, never mind. Yeah, you're right. Nope, you're right. Yeah, fuck this. Okay, fuck this. We keep 2 cars. It'd be nice if I had all-wheel drive. It'd be nice if it had a manual transmission. And it'd be nice if it was unique. The all-wheel drive doesn't really matter though, as long as it handles better. So I guess I can axe this. I don't like the rear. I've driven a couple powerful rear-wheel drive cars. Maybe they handle better than they used to, like 6 or 7 years ago.
What about like a mid-engine that's rear-wheel drive? That's kind of like all-wheel drive a little bit.
I drove a C7 a long time ago. I don't know if they were mid-engine at that point though. I don't know if I've ever driven a mid-engine car. So
an idea for a unique thing that you could do.
Mm-hmm.
How about a manual swapped 458?
I don't think I want. I think whatever I want. I think because I'm at the gay point of my life. I think I just wanted to restock whatever fucking shit.
Well, they don't make manual 458s.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I want like engine swaps or like custom. I think I just want like stock, nice, perfect running, whatever.
Okay, let me think.
I will say there was a guy that emailed me a lot of information a long time ago on different cars, and one of the ones, the ultimate one he ended up suggesting was, have you seen anything about the Lexus LC500?
Yeah.
That was an interesting choice. The unique one that he put out, though, I think I ended up not considering it because it was a 2-seater. Have you heard of the Lotus Emira?
Lotus is... let's not consider Lotus as cars.
Because this is unique. It's pretty fast. Handles well. Like very unique suspension, but like a little memey. But only it starts at 100K.
I'm looking at prices of some other things here. Hold on.
A Lotus would ruin your life. Wait, what do you mean by that? Emira is not that fast. It's faster than my RS. No. I was reading up on like maintenance costs. Have you seen anything about like the maintenance costs on like
Ferraris, Lamborghinis? Yeah, it's insane.
Like around I read anywhere from like 30 to 50K a year. Jesus Christ! What are you even paying for?
It's not a joke. I think on some of them, at least with the older Lambos in particular, you had to do a clutch job. Like, God, and people are gonna fucking lose their shit if I get this number wrong. But it was very frequently, like not like every 30,000 miles, like 5 or 10,000 miles, you would have to do it, and it was like, holy shit. I'm just looking here. How important to you is the manual? For me, that would be incredibly important. I don't think I would ever want to get an automatic.
It's like, it's pretty important. But the thing is that like if there was a car that was like so perfect in every other way, here's the thing. When I'm driving on the interstate and I'm trying to pass somebody, I like being able to hop down a gear or two and then like passing them. That feeling that's probably some of the most fun that I have driving is like the wacky interstate driving. And also it's fun in a straight line to be like shifting gears and like pushing the paddle buttons. It doesn't give you the same feeling at all for me, just as a personal thing. It doesn't give me the same feeling. I don't like pushing the buttons.
So here's one thing I'll say is I think a lot of people, drivers enthusiasts, same people that would recommend you a Miata, they're all going to recommend you a Porsche, a 911, either a turbo, a fucking turbo RS, or a turbo fucking retard edition. And they're all right. But I'll tell you this, from the outside looking in, okay? The average woman, which I know that you care about, is not going to be able to tell the fucking $30,000 Porsche from the $600,000 Porsche.
Hold on. I'm buying for performance. True. I don't catch women with cars. I catch them with my league rating. But no, I don't. That's not a factor at all here.
Okay. Well,
performance is the most important aspect of whatever car I'm getting. That's the thing I care about the most. Do you think I drove a 911 through the mountains in New Zealand? It was an older one too, and it was amazing. It was awesome.
This is like the quintessential driver's car, the 911 Turbo. They hold their values well, and it's everything you want basically, and you can get them in manual as well. I don't think the new ones. I think you would have to get a few years older. I think they don't do, but that's definitely an option.
And they come in manual. Oof. Oh, and you said it's turbo. Oh, another thing that I really like about cars with like small to medium turbos is I really like the super even power band. I don't know how important that is, but like the idea that I'm hitting my peak torque at like 3,000 RPM, I like that instead of having to get to like 6,000, 7,000 to like start to get most of the power. I don't know what people generally prefer for that, but I really like the smaller turbo cars for that feeling. But
yeah, I'm just looking through here on price. What's the actual realistic amount that you would pay? You're not going 400K, are you? 300K, you think?
300. Realistically, like, listen.
Let's be honest with each other.
Honestly,
right?
between like 100 and 200K, I think would be ideal.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's fine.
The 911 might be a good suggestion, though. This 911 should be way faster than my RS, right? Okay. Porsche 911 0 to 60.
I'm just trying to think.
2.2 seconds. Damn.
What do you think?
918.
What do you think about an F430, Ferrari F430? Take a look at that. It's an older car.
I don't think I want to. I'm also cutting out here. I don't think I want to buy anything used. I just want a new car. That's my little guy.
Oh well, then you can't do Porsche. I don't think Porsche does new 911s in turbo, do they? Or in manuals?
I see 2024 Porsche. Wait, really?
Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. I thought they abandoned it, but maybe I am wrong.
Did they replace it with like another comparable thing?
I don't think you'd be able to afford it under 200K. Also, but maybe let me see.
Well, like it says 2024 Porsche 911. MSRP starts from 114K.
Go to build it. I don't know.
What is a 7-speed manual? What the fuck does that stick look like?
I mean, let's build our Porsche. We can go to the website. Oop, obviously. So are you doing the turbo or no? You can't do the turbo S. That's going to be too much. So this car, the thing with Porsche that is the most obnoxious thing is every fucking part of the car is like not included. I swear to God. Like you're like, what color gauge do you want for the clock? That's $400 if you want to go from black to white. It's actually unbelievable. So the cheapest 911 turbo with no options is 200K before tax.
Well, damn, I don't know if I want the cheapest one.
That's like nothing on it at all. I think, man, so you should really put in there number one, most important is that it's new, because it sounds like you're not willing to compromise on that at all.
A 911 GT3. 3.2 second, 0 to 60. What's the quarter mile time? How much money are you spending at like 10 second, like quarter mile cars?
I think.
I bet if you just buy like a fucking fast car and you don't care about anything else, you probably get one for a decent cost, no? For like,
I forget that. So I think the difference between a GT3 and a turbo, I don't think the GT3, or is it the GT3 RS? God, my limits on this shit. I don't think they're turboed. I think they're naturally aspirated. And I think that they're more race car oriented so that they're less comfy inside, I believe.
I already drive shit comfort cars with no fucking luxury, so. The 911 ST. This is $100,000 more. Why is this car so much more expensive? The GT3 is the zenith of enthusiast cars. Why not just get a newer Focus RS? They don't make them anymore. I think they only made them for 2 years. For 2017 and 2018. Also, I feel like I should get something a little bit more expensive since I'm technically rich. A $40,000 car, okay? I need to flex my Rolex of wealth to the plebeians around me.
You can't leave behind the new thing.
I just want like a new car. It's my thing.
I understand that. So that's number one.
No, but you're saying that there are older
one.
models that would be better for what I want, not necessarily just on price, but there are older.
Just like, yeah, across the board, like of what you're going to get, everything else. And you're cucking yourself a lot by saying I need it new only.
You have to buy like 5 cards to get a slot for a 911.
Oh, that might be true, actually. I know that like Ferrari and Lambo does that. You can't just walk in and buy the cool models.
What if I link them?
But I don't know if that's true for a 911 turbo.
I do. And they see my YouTube sub count. I should be able to get one, okay. You need relationships with dealers? I gotta have a fan out here that works at a dealership. What is body roll and understeer? I think body roll has to do with how much you feel like the car is like moving on top of the suspension, and I think understeer has to do with when you're steering and when you're accelerating, it's how much you lose like the back or the front. Like that's the difference between understeer and oversteer.
Okay, exactly. What do you think of looks. Let's just go purely off of looks. A few cars I'm going to give it to you. Okay.
Performance is my number one more than looks right now. That's
I'm not asking you about. Okay, then
sorry.
fine. Then let's go get like a fucking. Performance isn't your number one thing. That's not true. Because if that's the case, you can go buy something for half this price that will go be faster than this shit. And it'll be like an electric car, or it'll be some fucking modified bullshit. Okay, so it's not.
Well, I mean,
true.
there are other deal breakers, but I don't. But like I'm prioritizing.
Okay, so can
function.
we look at design then? A little bit. Is that okay? Are we allowed to do that?
Sure.
Okay. Look at a Ferrari 458. I want you to tell me, even if, or sorry, 430. Sorry, F430.
Ferrari. What'd you say? 430.
F430. Yeah.
I don't like the F because it makes it sound like a truck. I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Do they only come in red?
No, they come in other colors.
This looks okay. Looks like a Hot Wheels car.
Okay. This is not going to be as fast as the Porsche, I don't believe.
What do these sell for? Are they? Do you have to buy a used one?
You could probably get it for. No, I think you can get these for 200K. You'll
Jesus.
definitely have to get them used because they're not made anymore.
2009. I got to get this old ass fucking 15-year expired car. What is it? 300,000 miles.
We're just going on options. I'm just
sorry,
showing you.
okay.
That's one. Okay. Another one is the Audi R8. You could do the V10 easily. That's another option. I don't think they stopped making manuals on that as well. They did that. What year did they do that? Ooh. Never mind. So
There's okay for appearances because you guys keep linking like Cadillacs and shit. I don't know how to describe this, but there's like I don't know if this is like an American car thing. I like this like very there's like the gay European look. This like the that the Audi has. I love these types of looks. Like the new Corvettes have them. I don't like this big boxy American look. I don't know if this is like an American thing or not, but this big boxy like Challenger, Charger, Cadillac. I don't like this look at all. I don't think I would drive a car that looks like this.
Ooh, I wonder, this Aston Martin, one of their Vantages, I think they made a V12 one. And I wonder if that's a fucking manual transmission. That could be interesting. That's unique as fuck. Even in South Beach, you don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
And they sound really nice too.
Okay. I've got my list here. Keep that in mind, guys. We're going to do this over the next 2 days. I will figure this out. I should probably keep 2 cars, right? I should just do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise you're going to be omega cucked on the sportiness of whatever you're getting here.
Fucks me hard, yeah. How's life? Are we doing a show tonight?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
So excited.
I played with the lights a little bit, although it's hard to tell without people there, but...
I'm just more so concerned with how, as I said before, hey, I love talking about dynamics of the show beforehand, but anything else, right? That's like the quintessential thing that we say at the end of a call-in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I like the idea that somehow the show could become more call-in oriented than anything else. I think I liked that shit the most, but the problem is the quality of the call-ins was not the best. So I think the element that needs to change there is pre-screening call-ins and also getting better quality people. Maybe I don't want to say celebrity call-ins, but orbiter call-ins and things along those lines.
We should just expand we should just like always dedicate to at least like a 30-minute call-in segment at the end, and then we can just keep expanding it if it goes well. Or 60 minutes, we can just go as long as we feel, and then kind of go from there. But we have to do like aggressive screening prior to that. Like it can't just be people randomly calling in, yeah.
Well, I guess it will be this time. So how long do you think it'll take you to do it's not gonna be 12 hours, but all the Podbean shit.
I think I can probably have it all set up in less than 2 hours. I can do it probably in a single night now, I think. You guys all have seen that like all of the Burgess shit should be everywhere now. If there's like platforms that you guys think something is missing on that you want like to request, I can probably put it up on there pretty easy, but I think the only thing I can't check is like the iTunes shit because you need iTunes downloaded to see if it's up there, and I don't know I'm not fucking downloading that bullshit. It's there? Okay, good. Lady Lauren, thanks for the 2 months number. Oh, I think you donated earlier and I missed your thing. Sorry. And it's not iTunes, you boomer fuck. Are you sure? Because when I try to look at the whenever I try to go to this URL, oh, never mind. It does work now. Oh, maybe it just wasn't like okayed yet as an episode. Oh yeah, but they're all here. Okay, cute. Wait.
It looks good too.
It's been like 20 hours learning all of this. I know everything there is to know about podcasts and cameras and microphones and studios and rooms and syndication. I know it all now. It's all in my brain.
Good.
Anything else?
I'm thinking. You like the look of the Aston Martin?
Which one?
I mean, there's a few of them you can look through.
Ashton? Oh, Aston.
Aston.
I like the James Bond one, I think, in that one movie, No Time to Die. I thought that looked cute.
Yeah.
That's like the James Bond car, isn't it? He does
the DBS, I think, is what they typically use for him.
Mm-hmm.
But the Vantage is a 2-seater.
These look nice.
Yeah, they are.
Not this one. I don't know what the fuck this is, but these look nice, yeah.
This might be another thing, like, I don't know, like a 2021 Vantage Coupe with 1,000 miles goes for 165K. So, like, how do I link this?
Do I need a car where the door is open by going up? I feel like that's a status symbol.
I think you can do that aftermarket.
No, I'm just kidding. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Okay. Right. I have my list. People will start emailing me. I'll start looking around and we'll see.
You're really going to spend this much money?
Well, I guess it feels weird driving around. It doesn't have to be much. Okay. Yeah, it can be 200 or less. Yeah, but I drive like a 40K car right now. This feels weird. Okay.
I mean, look, here's the thing. At the end of the day, the best value you'll get is probably going to be a used 911 Turbo that has like a lot of sick options on it. I think that's going to be the best deal that you'll get, or like a GT2 or a GT3. One of those that, like, the Porsche is just going to be the best option you can get as far as like the ultimate track car, basically.
Okay.
I don't think anything else is better, but this is like the most fucking common car in Miami Beach, bro. There's more of these than there are Camrys, probably.
Okay.
And as I said,
maybe I'll look around.
Women look at it. It's the same thing to them. They don't know if it's a $30,000 one or a $600,000 one.
I don't care about the women thing, but thank you.
You say you don't care, but then like eventually you do care. It's like the same thing. Like, women don't care about the blue bubbles versus the green bubbles. And then
it's like a meme, but at this point in my life, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm rejecting more than I'm accepting because I don't need like to market myself more. And the only types of people that I think for women that I would catch with a nice car are going to be the exact types of women that I wouldn't want because women.
Okay, well then forget women. Men, I don't even know if men. A lot of men don't know.
Yeah, no, most people don't care about cars that much. I like cars. Like, cars are fun for me. I don't want something that's just like, oh, that's like the car that you get when you're like, I'm joking about how like, I want to do like a status symbol. Really, I just want like, I enjoy driving. I like driving a lot. It's fun to drive around, and having like a really nice car is like a really fun experience. And I don't like spend anything recreationally on myself ever. So this is like the one thing that I do spend, or I guess on guns now a little bit, but I still haven't shot my fucking alien.
Really? When are we going up to the Hollow Range?
True.
Yeah, maybe you can bring it over to Israel with you. You'll probably need it at this point.
We have to do it sometime in the next couple of weeks. We will. I'll call you. We'll schedule that out. But yeah, most guys don't like cars. They just like buy them because they look good, and then they think women like them. And most women don't like cars. They just like them because they're expensive. So nobody actually likes cars. So fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, why'd you pick Podbean? Recently was also launching and chose Acast. I'm going to be honest, there's a ton of different options out there for what to choose from. I saw the ones that I saw the most recommended. I see Podbean, I see Buzzsprout, and then there was one other one. Spreaker, yeah. I don't think it matters that much. As long as it syndicates to all the platforms that you need, it's probably not that important, but...
No, I think the most important thing is actually the size of the company and the size, because eventually you might use these guys to bring in ad deals, right? That's the whole point. So you want to go with whatever the biggest company with the largest network of advertisers that can do drop-in advertising.
Although if you're like
on.
in my chat asking about it, you're probably not at that level where you're going to make a lot of money on that. So just make sure it does the features you want, right?
Yeah, no, well, if you're at a smaller level, you want to go with like whatever's like has the best freemium option.
Basically.
Right? Like that's not going to affect, like for us, we don't give a shit if it's like $100 a month or $200 a month. You're going to probably give a lot more shit about and just go with whatever is the cheapest, best option. Yeah.
Do you not like enthusiast cars with third-party mods at all? So just because of my age and my experience, usually when you start third-party changing stuff is getting like real hacky and real weird. When I was younger, I loved that, like the whole tuner research shit, like with my little 95 Dodge Neon and like reading the magazines of like, oh shit, like what are they doing with these imports and blah, blah, blah. It was like a lot of fun. And you'd see people, driving around in their little, their little like 20-second quarter-mile cars that are, screaming down the road with their fucking loud exhaust. And that was like fun and cool back then. Yeah, just like dumb shit like that. But now I think I just want something that's like very smooth, very professional, very sleek. I don't know if it's getting older or as like time moves on, like preferences have changed because of like where we're at. Like in 2024, but I think I like more like stock looking things that are like smooth and professional than just like look at all the work I've done on this particular car.
Dude, you know what could be cool? But I feel like you wouldn't do it. You know what is like the best of all worlds a little bit? A fucking older Porsche 911 Turbo. I'm talking like one of the first models like in the 80s with a fucking huge ass wing and like a modern tech and a nice engine. Yeah. That's fucking cool as shit.
That might be cool. The only thing is whatever I buy, I think I want to use it as a daily driver. So,
no, you would be able to.
Well, I would buy a car from the 80s and daily drive it into the ground? Really?
Like, I'm trying to, hold on. Let me see if I can find a good picture of this. I think like it has like one of the things you said in your classifications is you're looking for something that's like a little bit more unique also. Like you like the idea that it's like, hey, this is like not something you see all the time and it's fast and it's X, all that stuff. So let's see, what model would I go for? Man. I guess like a 930 would be like pretty fucking cool if it was modernized. Yeah. Or a 964.
I think in your bubble.
Go ahead.
I think in your bubble, people don't care about cars. If you go more rural or lower in income, majority of them go insane about cars. Yeah, but then it's just like cost, I think. I remember when I rented a C7 in Seattle and I got a lot of looks, but it wasn't because like people were like, oh my God, like I know the specs of this car. It was just because it looks like an expensive car. So I don't know like how much people actually care about the cars versus just like, oh, that looks like expensive and foreign. Why does your RSS feed include clips in your episode list? It looks really weird and memey. Most episode lists are the podcast episodes. It looks really messy right now. Wait, what are you talking about? Where do you see that at? I don't think I have clips on any of my podcasts, do I? Distribution. Episode list. No, it's not. I just have 9 episodes. What do you mean by clips? The Bridges channel post YouTube short. Oh, that's YouTube. That's a different thing. Oh, I'm figuring out what I want to do with that. Oh, something that might keep me off of older cars too, as I've gotten spoiled, especially when I rent cars, is I think I'm at a point in my life where I do want like some features. So like I want the thing
like
that
safety shit or
no, like things that beep if I'm going to merge into somebody, or things that like have cameras that look nice or like non-shitty.
Those are all safety features.
Oh, okay.
Blind spot monitor, lane departure assist, 360 cameras and all that jazz. Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, I think you should probably go through for a 911 Turbo and not the RS.
Okay, maybe I'll write it down under my. Hold on.
But a used one by like 1 or 2 years.
Used 911 Turbo. Okay. I'll write that down as one of my suggestions. Air-conditioned seats for the asshole and nuts. I don't think I like the cold seats. It feels like you have like Bengay or what do you call the Icy hot. What do you call this shit? What is it? What is the name? Is there a more common one? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I see hot.
Yeah, I feel like it just, yeah, I don't like that feeling. I think heated seats are nice, but the air conditioned seats just feel weird. Maybe that's just me. I'm not sure. Yeah, heated seats definitely feel nice in the winter. Although I live in fucking Miami now, but. Leather seats versus cloth seats. I feel like I don't like leather seats, but aren't leather seats supposed to be nicer? I just feel like leather seats retain so much heat when you're like, driving in like if you park in a parking lot in like Miami and you've got leather, your car is going to be melting scorchingly hot inside. I hate that. Also, I just don't feel the luxury of leather. But also, I think I like the little racer bucket seats more. That's what I think of in my mind. But I guess I don't know. We'll see. Would you ever consider a Lexus LS 500 V8 or LC 500? Super, yeah, that was my recommendation for last time, but.
I know, going not requiring a manual would open you up a lot as well, but I don't think I would do it. I think that's like my number one thing if I was going to buy a car like this.
What's your number one thing? That
it has to be like, 6-speed manual, three pedal.
Oh, why don't you like the pedals?
I fucking hate them.
Oh,
it just, I don't know. It doesn't feel real to me. I like the 3-pedal shit. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's more fun. Like,
it is.
Even like hopping into like a fucking 1985 Honda Civic that's a manual is gonna be 10 times more fun to drive than like a fucking automatic, AMG or something.
It is. It super is. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like, it might just be a Fast and Furious or movie thing, but like, yeah, getting to pass somebody, dropping your gear, hearing the engine scream, like rev matching, and then like gassing it and like everything, and just like driving and like just the movement of the arm, I think is just so much fun. It's more fun, yeah.
But it cucks you so hard for new cars. Like, unbelievably.
Maybe,
unbelievably.
Let me use the rest real quick. 1 second.
Stare. Dan, would you ever buy an electric car? I have an electric car. I have a Tesla Model 3. A Tesla Model 3. Actually, I like calling it Tesla. Anyways, but I don't think I'll ever buy another Tesla again. It's just the quality is just shit. Just fucking garbage on the inside. I think I would get the next car I get, because my wife primarily drives it. I think it's going to be a plug-in hybrid. That seems like the best of every world. But she only needs to have, I think, like 100 miles of range. So if we can get to the point where the plug-in hybrid approaches that, I think that's a no-brainer. I don't think I'd fuck around with pure electric again. The Prius Prime is nice, but it still doesn't have enough range, I think.
Okay. Are you ready? I got parenting questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this summer, since Melina's gone and I've got this whole extra room, I'm thinking about setting the room up for Nathan, and I think Nathan might come over for a month. I haven't been like a full-time parent in a while. What do I do with a 13-year-old that's here for like a month? Like,
Kill
I feel
yourself?
like, why? What?
You're going to try and spend an entire month with him?
Yeah, what do you mean? He's my son.
Well, I mean, okay. It's
what I'm curious is,
okay,
like,
I'm being honest with you. Okay, it's over summer vacation.
Yeah.
You need to have some, like,
he likes to play games and stuff. What do you mean he can't be here all day? Why not?
You gotta have him go do shit, bro.
But can't he like play video games? I feel like I would have wanted to do that summer vacation.
Yeah, I think it would be rough. Like, typically, like, fun things to do is like there's camps that you can send them to do during the day, and then not not the fucking Auschwitz camps.
That's not what I was thinking, Dan. Jesus. Just because you're Jewish doesn't mean it's always about fucking Auschwitz, okay? No, I'm just thinking, like, when I was a
you
kid.
put me in the fucking title saying
I'm just
he's
saying,
Jewish, so I'm clarifying.
Yeah, just so that my friends know, okay? Or my fans know, yeah. No, but I'm thinking, like, if I build him, like, a sick as fuck computer.
Why do they need to know?
So they know where my money and influence is coming from. If I give him a sick computer and I put him in that room and he'll play games, like, what else? Like, if he just did that for, like, 4 weeks, is that, like, bad? Or do I need to make him take, like, Khan Academy, or?
No, that's not. No, you can let him do that. Man, I'll let my fucking kid. It's a summer. Go fucking wild. You want to play Rust all day? Fucking YOLO out. Go nuts. But I
ask him directly. Oh, that's a good idea. Shit.
But I think the problem for you is going to be more so shit that you might take for granted, like your nights and weekends are going to kind of be not as free as they are now, right? You don't have someone to go and watch Nathan, right? Like you can't like. I don't know. That's gonna.
What? He's 13. What do I need somebody to go watch him for?
Okay. Well, I mean,
or sorry,
I
didn't mean to scream at you. Yeah, sorry. Like I can't like travel and leave him here alone. That's true,
yeah, exactly. Right? You can't travel. I don't know, like your situation. Like if you want to go, like, if you want to go out to dinner with a girl or something, like you know.
Can he just like come with? He's just like aren't single dads cool?
I think that's gonna. Well, I mean. Single dads are cool, but I would say you probably wouldn't bring Nathan on a date. That's kind of a moment. You don't want to do that.
Well, we're just gonna be like eating food. It's not like we're fucking in front of him. Jesus.
Yeah, but that's kind of the Riz game is gonna be mega off.
My Riz game is settled before I see a person in real life. Okay, if they're seeing me in real life, okay, we're already past that.
I don't think that's a good idea to bring your kid with you on dates. That's a bad idea. So there's that. What else? I don't know. During the day, he's going to be fine. It's just the nights and the mornings and I guess the weekends.
How hardcore do you enforce a bedtime for summer?
100%. I don't want them fucking go and.
But I mean, like, are you like you need to be in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock summer, or do you like relax it a little, or?
8:30, 9 o'clock. What is this? The fucking 1960s?
I don't know. No. When I was with him, he was like 7 or 8. He had to sleep. This motherfucker to be asleep by like 7:30, 8 o'clock because he needed to sleep like 10 hours a night.
No, like I don't know, probably like 10:30, 11.
Okay. 10:30, 11. Does that mean I need to go to sleep by 10:30 or 11?
No.
Is he going to be able to? I mean, will he want to sleep if I'm working in the other room?
Well, you're working typically.
Oh, I'm not making a lot of noise.
Screaming. Yeah, you have to.
Or no, because I'll be done streaming by 9.
Then I don't know.
Do you let them sleep? Do you let them sleep with electronics in their room? Because he's going to have the computer in there. If I was him, I would just stay awake all night as soon as Dad goes to sleep. No?
No. Am
I going to be like hiding shit from him like my parents used to do with me?
You're going to do what now? Sorry?
Do I have to like hide shit? Am I going to like unplug his keyboard and take it with me at night, or?
If you're going to have his shit in his room, absolutely. Fucking A. The rule I have with my kids is that like we have our living room is like where you can use the computer or your iPhone or your iPad, and that's it. And those devices never leave that fucking room. You're not bringing your fucking computer or your fucking iPad to your bedroom. Get fucked.
Jesus.
Ain't no shot. That's
well, happening. He's gonna have the computer room. His bedroom is gonna have a computer in it though.
Well, then you better be fucking unplugging the keyboard at night and hoping that he doesn't figure out, and taking the mouse too. Otherwise, he's going to figure out how to do the on-screen keyboard shit. That's so cringe. You know what? I forget sometimes that like the people that are complaining right now are actually the 13-year-olds, and like, what? No, don't take.
Do you think
it's
keyboard? Important? Should I try to find chores for him to do while he's here, like to give him some expectation of things, or do your kids do chores?
Not really. No.
I feel like I should have something for him to do every day. That's like a responsibility thing. I can make him clean my guns. I'm just kidding.
That shit is just more so like you're doing it to do it. I mean, like shit comes up and you can be like, hey, like the cool thing about kids is sometimes you forget that you have them, and it's just like it's like a worker there for you to do it. Like if you fucking
well, it's not so much that I want him to like.
No, if you like spill some shit on the floor and you're like, fuck, I gotta clean that up. Instead, you can be like, hey, Nathan. He's like, yeah. He's like, clean that shit up. He's like, I didn't do it. And you can say, I don't give a fuck.
I don't
And then they
want
just
him
go and they
cleaning
do it.
because of the functionality of cleaning. I think that the biggest issue that I had growing up, with my parents were horrible with, is like establishing routines. So I feel like just having him like in the habit of doing something every day is like good to like establish a routine, even if it's a simple thing.
Like what?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. It can't be the trash every day. I guess just like making his bed and keeping his room clean. But he's not even gonna have toys here, so.
Well, he's gonna have the computer. I think.
Oh, can he
Listen.
start gymming at 13? Can he like? Do you think he can bench the bar or whatever?
Do you think that he's gonna want to do that?
I don't care. What do you mean it's healthy? Plus, what if he can be shredded when he's like 14, 15? Oh my god.
I mean, listen, my thought for you on this, the Dan take, if you will, is this should be something he looks forward to every year, is spending a month at Dad's house. And it was fucking awesome. And I got to play on the computer all the time. And on the weekends, like, we did some crazy shit and everything else. And that should be the goal of what you do. I don't think you focusing on like what chores can I give him. I think that's not.
Well,
the
I
right
think
thing.
the reason why I like to do the chore stuff too is because I don't think that like having routines and responsibilities are part of getting older, but they also like help you do better in life. Like it's not like you have to do this routine because I hate you and I'm trying to punish you. It's that like it's good to establish these types of routines early on because they make the rest of your life better. And when he's coming over, I don't want it to just be like, oh, it's Dad, so here's like me goofing off for a month. Like I still want to be like a parental figure who's not just like, oh, I'm like your cool friend that we hang out with. Like you still have like rules and responsibilities and we can do fun things too, but like you also have to like be a functional human being and continue to grow and mature as an adult or young adult, I guess.
I mean, I'm not saying that you let him go fucking buck wild, but rules and some ground lines are, those are fine. Like you can be like, hey, you have to keep your room clean or something. But like in the end, it's summer vacation. He's visiting his dad in Miami Beach. And he's playing video games during the day, and at night he goes like to a fucking cool restaurant. And this weekend, he's gonna take me to the shooting range. Like that's fucking like that. That's all cool shit you can do. And there's programs that, like as I said, that you can do that they have here. Like they have like summer camp programs, which are actually like kind of cool shit that they do. Like they take you and like they take you ocean fishing, or you can go and I don't know. It's like they do cool shit. It's like camping and stuff like that. It's not like these are the memories I know that you have that I have as well. Like I remember like doing that type of shit. So I'm not saying that it should be all the time.
Yeah, but I think my vacation time. So I used to go hang out with grandma and grandpa. That's where I would go every weekend and then every summer. But I think I was a degenerate. I don't know if that was good because I like probably the biggest weak area in my life. Jesus, I thought my building was about to fucking collapse. I think the biggest weak point in my life is my inability to maintain routines over a long period of time. And I think that happened in my childhood, I think. I learned that. Yeah, and I feel like the
what
total...
type of routine do you want to... Give me an example. What type of routine are we talking about here?
Like, every morning when he wakes up, I think he should, like, just clean his room. Like, it takes, like, 4 minutes to, like, make your bed. Or not even. Probably like 2 or 3 minutes to, like, make your bed and make it look nice. He reads, which is really good. He stumbled into a lot of good hobbies. So like making him read for like 20 or 30 minutes a night. I can even buy him because I buy him like 5 Nights at Freddy's books and he read these whole books in like a few days. So I think like having like that habit of like reading, just like that, like really basic stuff. It wouldn't be like 6 hours a day of hard labor. It'd be like 20 to 30 minutes a day of like, hey, just make sure you're doing this. And making sure that he like brushes his teeth. Like hygiene is really annoying for kids because when they're like 10, 11, 12, 13, they don't want to like brush their teeth or comb their hair or like take good showers or dumb shit like that. So like making them do stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that all seems reasonable, I guess.
Okay. 30 minutes of reading. Okay. Those things. Okay. Okay, fuck it. We'll try this. I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Sending him to day camp for a week or two. Shut the fuck up. Would let him make a friend down here. He's gonna be friends with Dan's kids. They're the same.
No
they're
fucking shot.
Same ages, Dan. They have to talk to each other. They gotta hang out.
No fucking shot. I already see. The problem is, you already told me your discipline methods and everything along those lines. So these two are not meeting.
My discipline
Never.
methods. Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, I'm just saying. Apparently, in fucking the DGG rule of discipline, if my kid goes to hang out over there, I should expect that whatever discipline decisions come from you, I should just accept.
Yeah, but like, I mean, obviously, but you would know what my disciplining is.
I can't imagine for every possible situation.
Okay. have a good solution. So Nathan, Uncle. Oh, also, somebody needs to help me figure this out. He really wants to get into computer coding stuff, even instead of the reading. If I had him do like that for 30 minutes, I think he would really like that, and it'd be fun for him.
Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Like, if he's actually interested in it. I mean, the best way is like, I think there's like courses on how to build like games and Roblox and stuff, and they fucking love that. Yeah.
Okay.
God, I fucking hate your chat so much. I really do. And yeah, I just.
Thank you. We know.
Some of them are just such bad, wrong people. It's like the meme of like, I can't. Someone is wrong on the internet. It's like that, but it's true. They are wrong on the internet. And yeah, it's not okay. Oh, so we got Hutch. Fucking Erudites picking up all the fucking cool people. Fucking David Packman is from my town, Jewish guy from my area, and apparently gets fucking sniped before I even get a chance to fucking send out a thing. But I got Hutch to come on, so he's coming on, I don't know, sometime soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of the guest shit I want to do. I gotta figure that out.
Programming summer camps. I think I think if he's building something cool, then I think it'd be more motivated. I don't know for the summer camps what they let you build, but he's into like horror demented shit. So like if I have him like, Nathan, I want you to be able to build like a schedule to like show when the Freddy Fazbender monsters are like eating kids or whatever. I think he'd be more motivated to work on that than some summer camp thing where it's like create a fucking interactive calendar or whatever the fuck cuck shit they do with that. Yeah, I don't know. Do you not even eat, or do you even eat breakfast? What will you cook for him? I don't think he's a breakfast guy either. He's pretty thin. He's lanky like I was as a kid, so he can starve. I should weigh him every day to make sure he's not actually starving though. That's good.
You're joking, right? You think
Why?
he's gonna be starving under your watch?
I think I came out of high school weighing like 100 to 105 pounds. I was not good about eating. I don't think he's that thin, but.
Look, just try to plan. Like, the difference is going to be, I know that you live a very self-centered life, which is fine. You know, you've made it your thing. It's when he's there, you got to make like a big effort, like to do shit that you might not give a shit about.
Well, I think our interests are pretty aligned. The only thing that I would have to force myself to do is like maybe play games again. But I think, I enjoy games.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, getting into gaming is absolutely something you can do, and you can do that together on stream. So that's like, I mean, I don't know if you want to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, you could. But like going to see movies and things like that, those are fun things that you guys can do together.
Yeah, he'll probably ask for things. I didn't know if there's something that I'm overlooking or something that I need to be aware of, but okay.
I think people here, I just want to address the summer camp thing. It's not like it was in the 80s where like you go and like you're gone for 2 months. It's like something you might do like once or twice a week, and they go do something. Like, yeah, that's fine. Also, you've probably never even fucking seen a pussy before, so why the fuck are you talking to me about anything having to do with anything that comes after that? Step one, okay, is maybe talk to a woman in real life. And then maybe you can have some fucking input on anything having to do with anything that comes after that point.
Jesus.
Okay? I'm just saying what you're thinking.
Oh, and then also
okay?
here's a question, okay? Dude, I got so much
What?
pushback from the Chase guy when I went to the bank. I technically actually still haven't done it. I've got these 2 credit cards that I never use anymore, and I don't like seeing them. I don't like seeing them when I log in. It's just annoying.
Sure.
I don't like them. I want to cancel them.
Okay.
But they're also like 10 years old. Should I take the hit? Doesn't matter, or would you keep them?
What are the age of your other credit cards?
I don't even know where I can check that. I just know that these are my 2 oldest accounts.
When did you open your other
I think they're all between like 6 to 12 years old or 6 to 10 years old.
Is there annual fees on them?
Yeah, like $200.
Then fucking cancel it.
Okay. So if I lost like
What you can do is you can go and you can say like, hey, I'm going to cancel this unless you get rid of the annual fee, and they might be willing to do
I was already in there the other day talking about it.
And they said no?
I didn't bring up canceling the annual fee, but I think if they could have done that, I think it would have told me.
You know, I think they can do something where they change the type of card to something else. So you might want to be like, hey, can I change it from this card to this card, which doesn't have an annual fee? And that might be the move to do.
Destiny, when's the last time you did a real grocery shop? Because I can see your fridge right now. It's Soylent molding milk and ketchup. And Nathan doesn't need to become friends with every DoorDasher in Miami. Well, believe it or not, RTBA, I've got this guy that I pay every single fucking day, believe it or not, to cook for me. So thank you for the concern. Do you care about your credit score as long as it's like over like 800 or really like over 740? It doesn't matter at that point, right?
I'm going to be honest with you.
You don't give a fuck about your credit? Okay, I don't either. Yeah, fuck it.
Nobody cares about your credit score as long as it's above 700.
Yeah, and as long
And
as you've
even
got
then,
income.
yeah, it's like, do you have money? Do you have income?
Okay.
That's all that matters. Like, imagine like you're trying to get a fucking mortgage to buy some real estate. You have the down payment, you have everything else. Like, ooh, only a 710 credit score. Oh, geez, I wish we could do something.
Don't they have hard limits for like prime lending? Like, don't you need 740?
They always have flexibility on that shit. Like, it's not going to be the credit score that fucking gets you. It's going to be like, hey, why is there something on here about you having a bankruptcy 2 years ago? That's what they give a shit about. Like, the credit score, it's all like flexible, fungible shit for most banks. They have the authority to do a lot of shit, and if they don't, they can always go to their manager and get authority there. But even that being the case, are you going to be buying real estate soon?
No, probably not. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care. You're right. Okay.
Man, we got to leave some good content for the show tonight.
Yeah.
I think like the Lycan thread versus Avi, that's great content, and Lycan's going to be there, so that'll be fun. Your fight with Ludwig, that's going to be good stuff. Man, what else? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hey, did you see? Apparently, Mr. Girl was on.
Yeah, Justical stream last night. Yeah.
Yes.
He wants it. He misses the attention and the friends.
I made a bet. He's going to be back on the stream within 6 months.
On my stream?
Yep.
Oh.
For some.
No.
Something.
He won't be.
What odds do you want to give me?
I don't know. 10 to. Well, I mean, like something crazy could happen. But because I thought about it last night because I was gonna hop into Justical stream to chat with him because it would have been really good content. It would have been funny. But I was like, no, I don't think I want to do this. He was just so unbelievably destructive to like me and the people around me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not. Yeah, I think if it wouldn't have been for the targeting the people around me, I think I maybe would consider it more. That's kind of like why for the lab stuff.
What did he do to the people around you?
He messaged every single woman that I'd spoken to in the past 10 years, telling them that I had abuse claims coming out about me. Yeah, no, that was unhinged. And every new girl that would come on stream would get a message from him that saying that I'm an abuser and there's like rape allegations or something coming out. That was unhinged.
Yeah. To you, is that worse behavior than if someone like is trying to fuck with someone else? Like, what's an example? Like, I don't know. Like if someone hates you, so they start trying to fuck with me or fuck with Lycan or Erudite or something along those lines. Is that worse than someone who's like messaging your mom and your sisters or whatever, everyone else, and being like, hey, blah, 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 blah? Which to you is higher up on the more fucked up scale?
There's different ways to take it. Like, I think it would be worse to go after family just because that's a way more intimate and uninvolved thing to go after. But in some ways, it's worse to go after friends because you can break away friends a lot easier than you can break away family members. Like, my mom and dad are never going to stop being my mom and dad because people harass them. They might have to do things to cover their tracks more. But, like, there's a lot of social pressure. There's a lot of social incentive to not be friends with me. Like, you get a lot of reward for shitting on me publicly. And there's a lot of social penalty that's incurred for being friends with me. You get a lot of shit. Look at the fucking shit with Lily recently is unhinged. We got to save all. Fuck, I got to save all this content. All right, true. We actually probably shouldn't be talking about almost anything today. The child thing would have been a good combo for tonight. Way to go.
That's fine. We got plenty of other stuff to go on. Man, I want to talk about GameStop. I want to talk about so much stuff, and we can't. Steve,
the GameStop stuff isn't going to be good. I'm not going to care much. Those people are
okay. Good. Let's talk about that now. So. This is the funniest shit, okay? So GameStop obviously went from 0 to like 900 basically, right?
Wait, right now?
No, like 0 to 9,000 is what I mean. Sorry.
Okay.
And it all stemmed from the Roaring Kitty account, basically going and posting a meme to start. Did you see that?
I don't think that's true, but
No, it is.
it started with him posting a meme. I thought it started with him pretty accurately, like analyzing a situation and seeing that the short interest on a particular security was really high.
I'm talking about like a week ago, not like 4 years ago.
Sure. Yeah, I think he posted a meme on Twitter. Was this prior to the stock exploding again?
Yeah, no, he's the one that kind of like made it happen.
Okay, if that's true, that's pretty scary. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so this dude, if you what is it? It's Roaring Kitty or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I've seen some of the posts on Reddit. Yeah.
There's no fucking rhyme or reason to this dude's fucking Twitter account. It's just memes. Like literally, he's just posting fucking memes. There's no substance to it whatsoever. And I think if I had to guess,
Wait. Okay, we should talk about this later because this is stuff I am interested in now.
Okay.
There's a really interesting conversation about how legal should it be. Like an individual shouldn't be able to pump and dump. Obviously, that's illegal. But what about communities that pump and dump? Like, what does that regulation look like? That's a really challenging question. For the first time, the SEC had to kind of like wrestle with that over the meme stock stuff because you've got a bunch of stocks whose fundamentals don't support the valuation of the company, but they're being driven up due to sentiment that's being artificially pushed on certain platforms. And that's a really interesting,
Yeah. Okay. It's good stuff to talk about, Good stuff to talk about. Can't talk about it now though. Is it really going to take you 12 hours to do all the podcast shit?
Did I say that?
You did.
I thought I said I could do it in 2 hours.
Oh, well, that's better.
Yeah, I think as long as all the accounts and everything are created and good to go, I think I can do it. I don't know what other accounts I have to make, but I'll figure it out.
How do you pre-podcast talk? Because we would never talk about this on the podcast. How do you envision it working specifically? So right now, what we have today. How are things going to change with now having the audio RSS on iTunes and all that other shit? What do you want to change and do differently?
Oh, I'm not sure yet. I just know that as long as the audio stuff is getting posted like immediately after stream, I'm way more amenable to monetization stuff. As long as like people who just want to listen to the conversations are able to catch up on that, then I'm more open to exploring other ways to make money off it without feeling like I'm destroying my fucking audience or cucking them hardcore.
Timing of it. Do you want to keep it at the time? People are bitching that it's not at a good time for EU, but I don't know if I care. Because it's a good time for me.
The Rugged Man episode is still not out. Every single thing is syndicated to all platforms right now, except for YouTube. I don't know. The YouTube stuff I'll figure out. Actually, wait. I have a question for this right now. What is the best program to scrape audio or extract audio from an MP4? Like if I just want to convert, like I've got like a recording and then I want to just do an audio of the recording. What's the best program for that?
I don't know. Maybe... if I had to guess, and I don't know, I'm going to be a chatter right now and guess. I'm going to say either VLC with some fucking crazy ass command line that's like using FFmpeg, or OBS might be good enough.
Okay.
Maybe.
Is FFmpeg, is that going to be something I have to, is that like a command line thing that I use through another program like VLC?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Because we can do that ourselves after the episode. Okay. Gotcha. Awesome. I'll set that up probably tonight after this show.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, people are saying it's not just command line. Interesting.
Do you record your VOD locally? If you record them in MKV, can't you just separate audio? That's what I just asked. Sorry. Why did I read that? What did you say?
Some things I would like to... you said you got monitors set up. Did you buy the frame and the other thing? Or no?
No. I bought 2 4K monitors, which I found out, by the way, now they're both at 1440p, which I guess is fine because they're at 4K. It'd probably upscale at 150% anyway. But apparently... those monitors, I don't know if it's because I'm using an HDMI cable instead of DisplayPort. I'm not sure, but on the computer, I can only set the full 4K resolution if I do 30 hertz refresh rate. Is that normal? Or do you think that's limited to an HDMI cable?
That might be the limit of the HDMI resolution because you have 4 monitors plugged in.
No,
right?
I only have 2 plugged in now. I unplugged.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on.
I think HDMI, is it 2.1 or 2.2 or...
This is I bought 2 of these monitors. I just got cheap fucking Samsung ones. I just need more screen real estate.
2.1 can do 4K at 144 hertz. So I wonder if you have, I don't know. Why would it be that low?
I don't know. You can look at it when you get here. Maybe it is the cables, but no. Actually, I'm using the cables that came with the monitors. So yeah, maybe it might be the GPU because I think it's a 1080 Ti, but that should be able to drive monitors.
That definitely can do it. And when you look in the Windows settings, that's what shows the max is there.
It's 29 and 30. Yeah.
I wonder.
Oh wait, the UJ59 needs display port for 60 hertz. If you have 2 extra display port cables, then bring them. That would help. But
I do.
Oh, well,
How
long? Just ordinary. It just plugs into the GPU.
Double male?
Yeah.
Just like you like it. All right. All right, 2 of those. I'll remember to do that.
That monitor doesn't look like it's 4K 60. What do you mean? How do you even see that?
I don't even know if you can buy a monitor that's 30 hertz anymore. That's like max 30.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Yeah.
Everything is at least 60 hertz.
Did I get what?
Did you get the frame, the 65-inch monitor for replacing the painting?
Yes, I think I ordered everything. Hold on.
And did you order
The mounting bracket got here yesterday. That's downstairs. I've got that in the room. I changed the 2 monitors. I put a low profile arm for the computer. I messed around with the lights a little bit. I plugged in a different bulb in the lamp in the back so we can color that. Oh, here. Oh, shit. Now it says it's arriving Sunday. This is the one that I got. I think this is the one that you're talking about.
It's like the frame, the 65-inch or whatever, right?
This thing.
So you got that. We still haven't gotten anything for, you might not want to do it. Do you want to do a picture, or not a picture, a monitor on the back wall?
Maybe. We'll set this up first. We'll see how it looks, and then we'll just go from there. It's easy to just like keep adding things.
This is like going to be more so.
Yeah, it's going to replace the painting behind me. But we'll see. Like once we get the lights set up too, we'll see how it looks on stream, and then we'll see if we want to throw a thing up there. We can do that too. Yeah, it's easy to keep adding things.
Okay.
The USJ59 has 3 ports, 1 DP and 2 HDMIs. The DP and one of the HDMI ports are 4K 60 hertz cable. The other one is 4K 30 HDMI 1. Oh, maybe I just have to plug it into HDMI 2 then. I did HDMI 1 on both, so. Interesting. Well, how weird. I would imagine the 1 port is going to be better than the 2 port, but okay.
I think, does that computer have USB-C? Or
No.
Thunderbolt, whatever? It doesn't.
Oh.
Okay.
Thunderbolt. You mean like for speed? On the motherboard, it might. Oh, also, that computer is way newer than I thought. I thought it was a 4770K or whatever. I guess I threw that one out, or I don't know where that is. That computer is like an i9 1330 or 13,300 or some bullshit like that, I guess. Yeah.
So if you have a USB-C adapter, which I do, I can bring you one if you need it, you can just get, like, USB-C from the Intel GPU can do, like, already 4K 60.
Sure, but why would I do that instead of just using my graphics card?
All right. I got to take a call. Love you. I'll see you soon.
Bye.